4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Yo. You already know it's Bruh Migos podcast. Putting podcasts to your ear. Like, what the hell is up?
All that.
Drop podcasts on the net. Because you already know who we is. Look, today on the show, we got to talk AL East preview. You know, we got to talk baseball. We got to talk our contract year team. Hey, is it harder to be Travis Hunter or Shohei Ohtani? All of that, plus more. Bruh Migos podcast. What we got to do, Rob?
Play the music, my dude.
Rob.
What up, though?
Before we jump off in this AL East preview, it's time for Drake to grow up, dog.
It's got to be. It's got to be time, dog. Y'all heard, well, the people that heard the album. I know a lot of people are like, fuck that nigga. And I'm mostly with you. But I'm a grown ass man. I felt like listening to the album. So I gave the new, what was it, songs to whatever it was. I'm trying to remember the title. But you know, it's the Party Next Door and Drake album. And so I'm listening to it and I'm like, Drake, dog. Say, Drake, would you like to talk to a grown up? Like, would you like to basically talk to somebody that is of your age? Like, we about the same age, my dude. And your acts and your spirit, it ain't what it needs to be. Like, I feel like I'm Teddy Ray. Like, you're 36. Well, really, you're 38, 39, or whatever the fuck you are going to Australia, you know, doing God knows what, you know. But, dog, like, I'm listening to this album, and it's like, it's the same old shit all the time. Why don't you love me after I told you I don't love you? All tracks. And it's just like, why are you on this? Like, you can rap, dog. You can still spit. But it's like, why are you doing this? And it is really the juxtaposition when you got Party with making tracks where it's like, look, you over here because your man ain't shit. All right? Come here because your man ain't shit. And then you got Drake on the next track being like, I ain't shit, but I love you. Why don't you love my ain't shit ass? And it's just like, you gotta stop, seek help, grow up. You gotta move on, dog. But from Bruh Migos podcast, you need to get help and mature quickly, because it's getting embarrassing. And that's after you already had the year of embarrassment that we all saw in front of the world, in front of the president. You are down, dog. Down tremendously. Grow up.
Yeah, just grow up, dog. You got this. And look, no more of that sweatshirt with the bullet holes and the smoking and all of that. I don't need the theatrics, dog. I don't.
What martyr are you? Yeah, I
don't need those theatrics.
Like you greatly outweigh like what kind of condition you're in. Like you're not the dude with the bullet holes and all that. You in the casket, my dog. You are dust.
Yeah, just let it go at this point, Drake. Look, let him get his win. If you want to come at him, go at him at a track, but you can't half step if you're gonna do it. You gotta look to bury him. If you're gonna do it while you on tour. Look, if it's me, I'm gonna shoot shots at him right now while he got his back turned, all right? And dare him to respond on tour. At this point, though, you can't half step. If you're gonna do this, you can't half step.
Just go.
And one more, you know, kind of off the cuff subject, Bluey. Future prediction.
Oh, yeah. Rob. So for my Bluey watchers out there, I don't know what we call ourselves, but we just watching the greatest show to ever be made. So y'all remember the season finale, dog. Like y'all saw that basically Bluey had a kid that was outside the door when Bandit opened up the door, and there was like kid with like the little like laser joint. Everybody's thinking like, is that Jean-Claude's or was it Jean-Claude? Whatever. Well, was that the French kid that basically was at the creek with Bluey? Was that his kid? Was that the black and white dog in Bluey's class? Like, was it that dog? I'm bad. I'm getting bad with names. Like, I had it right before the show and I blanked. But is this Bluey's child that is out there trying to shoot Bandit in the door? My prediction is it is not. It is her niece. Or nephew, either one. But it's that she is the uncle, or she's the auntie to that child. Why? Because that's Muffin's fucking kid. Y'all know Muffin. Muffin ain't shit. I think Muffin is a shit mom. And that's before thinking that, like, seeing a Muffin that has been a mom on screen. I am here to say, my prediction is, before they basically say what the identity of the child is, I think it's Muffin's child that ain't getting no love because Muffin is out here gallivanting probably making other people hate her just like I do. All right. I hate that little kid. I want to whoop that little dog's ass. Point it on the record. Y'all see this video. I want to whoop Muffin's ass. That girl needs a motherfucking whooping. I don't even whoop my own kids, but I will whoop that fucking dog. All right. That dog deserves an ass whoop. I don't care how it sounds. Whoop that kid's ass. And you could see that Muffin, that kid that basically had that little devilish smile with the little laser thing. That's Muffin's fucking devil spawn. I know it. I just feel it in my bone gristle. That is a dog that basically is from, I'm not even gonna say a son of a bitch, because I don't even know if the dog is a boy or a girl, but it's definitely son or daughter of a bitch. Either one. That dog ain't shit because that dog's mama probably ain't shit. Yeah, that was a dope. Yeah. I went from Drake basically saying he needs to grow up to talking about a kid's show calling the little nigga devil spawn. But I mean it. I mean it, America. I mean it.
I gotta let you do you. I gotta let you do you. Let you do you. And those are Rob's takes on a kid's show, Bluey. Now, we must jump off into this AL East preview. Look, before Rob gets to hating, okay, on my Red Sox, all right? Red Sox fans, I must make this announcement, before he starts to hate on us. Our time is near. You look at me as I look at you in the camera. Our time is near. We got 3 of the top prospects out there, okay? We're coming up. 2 outfielders, 1 outfielder, infielder, and a shortstop. Along with Bregman, Devers, Duran. Our time is coming. It may not be this year, but next year, we shall arise from the ashes like the Phoenix, and we will be very credible again. I promise you that. We're here. We're coming back. Red Sox Nation. And now for Rob to go ahead and hate on us here.
You said arise like the Phoenix. You know what also arises? Stink on shit. And that's what you motherfuckers are. Stinking up this motherfucking proceeding. You know what? Yes, you do have the 3 of the top prospects. Roman Anthony, Hamilton, Marcelo Meyer. And I forgot. Christian Campbell. Fuck him anyway. No, you know what? Let me not say that. He, brother, I have nothing against you, my brother. It's your people who I have things against.
He's hating on us.
But I need to basically say, I need to be the hater that y'all need. Y'all are a team of people, a group, a ilk of hate, and I need to hate on you. You have an embarrassment of riches. You have basically people. You have depth. You have pitching. You just went and got Garrett Crochet. You just went and got Walker Buehler. I hope them niggas fail. Fail miserably. Fail horribly. Fail in epic fashion. I hope all y'all basically I hope it craters the amount of talent that y'all have on this team, the amount of overpayment that y'all did for Alex Bregman. No hate on Alex Bregman because he's a Tiger. But the thing about it is, I need to hate you. You Red Sox, you Red Sox fan, you Red Sox fan over there. I need to hate you. I hate this squad. I'm a Cardinals fan. I have a reason to hate. I have a pent up emotion when it comes to them and Mike Matheny. I still don't fuck with you. But the thing about it is, I need to hate this team. 3 top prospects, that is bullshit. MLB, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all let this kind of shit happen. Why are you letting these kind of things happen? I don't understand what the malfunction is on you people. Why should this team have all this talent. What are you doing? What are you doing about this? Okay. Cardinals, y'all ain't got that many in the top 10. We ain't never had like that. Even though we had Jordan Walker basically as the number one prospect in all of baseball, and I think he's going to have a great year. We're going to get into the NL Central preview soon down the line. But the thing about it is, Red Sox, from the bottom of my heart, fuck all y'all. All right. Y'all know, y'all have feel that from my bone bristle. Fuck y'all. All right.
The vitriol that means hate. Just listen to it.
Look, it needs to be said. It needs to be said. All right. Do I think y'all gonna have a good team? Yes. But I hope like Icarus wings, y'all motherfuckers melt when it means most. In front of everybody, in front of God and country. Y'all motherfuckers fail. I'm hoping it's right there in everybody's face. I cannot wait till this happens. Cannot wait.
You see the hate with him? Do you see the hate? Just
I got more.
The amount of hate.
But we have a show to do. All right. I have so much more hate into me that I need to thrust upon y'all. But you know what? We got more, and I need more in the tank. And you know what I need more to take with? You know what helps me get more to take? DUBBY.GG. Go get you some and use Bruh Migos when Bruh Migos pod as a promo code to get you 10% off. Because you know what? Basically, that gives you more money in the bank. You know what? Give you more hate that you can pour towards the Red Sox. Some way or another. Use those savings to go hate on that team. Beg of you.
That's just pitiful. But moving on away from my Red Sox, who are poised to make an uprising. Look, we gotta talk Yankees, okay?
That's true.
Look here, Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Rob doesn't know what he feel like y'all are poised to do, but me, I have an idea. Yankees, you overpaid for a pitcher, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then you sign guys who have a history of getting hurt. You paid them. Though. You gave them some money.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, you lost a cornerstone. Juan Soto couldn't keep him. He went across the way. Okay? He's going to be over there growing a beard, a luscious beard now, and living the Mets lifestyle. Don't know how good they'll be, but he's going to be over there with his beard, and he's going to be trying to hit dingers. Okay? So, with that being said, people don't know how y'all are going to look, but I have an idea. I think that your ship will plunder to the depths of the ocean by the time playoffs get here. You say Price. Why? Because of the injury-ridden people that you have. And because me, never really cared for the Yankees. They're cool. But they always try to use the checkbook to their advantage, which every team should.
Absolutely should.
But with you guys, I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think that you're going to be as successful as you were last year. I don't think it's happening. Rob may think differently, but I don't. I personally don't.
I don't see y'all repeating. Yeah.
Well, at all, Rob. I don't see it. Maybe Ray Charles can see something that I don't see.
Stevie.
Maybe even Stevie. I don't see it. What do you think, Rob? I just don't see him doing anything.
It's like they overpaid for Max Fried. They bringing back Garrett Cole, Jason Dominguez, who's baby Babe Ruth. You know, like he's supposed to be something. You know, we'll see what happens. They went and got Paul Goldschmidt, who I think is going to be a very nice fit for them at first base. Went and got Cody Bellinger, who is basically going to be nice for them, especially with that short porch. Are these pieces going to be enough to outweigh what you had with losing Juan Soto? I don't think so. It's going to be maybe close, but it's not going to be that damn close because of Juan Soto and how good he was batting with the best player in baseball, arguably, in Aaron Judge. You know, like that, basically having somebody like that and like losing somebody like that in Juan Soto, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to make that shit shake. And I mean, granted, y'all got my boy Devin Williams from St. Louis. I want to root for you, my dude, but you basically going from, you know, I don't know what Brewers Stadium. It was Miller Park. It ain't Miller Park no more. But whatever it is now, Brewers Field. Now going to Yankee Stadium, I don't know if you're going to be able to make that kind of transition. We'll see, though. But y'all don't have the team that y'all had last year. This AL, it's got some good teams to it. Not great, but the thing about it is, I don't know how great y'all going to be either. Especially when you got just who I was just hating on, the Red Sox basically coming up and having more talent. I don't know what y'all going to do. I really can't believe in y'all all that much, but we're going to see.
Look, we all know Father Time wins, okay? Goldie is 37. He hit 22 home runs. He had 147 hits, but he only batted like 245.
Rough season last year. Yes.
The Belly. Whenever Belly's on, he can be a monster. But he only hit 18 home runs, 137, 266, okay? Does that replace Juan Soto?
I don't know. I can't see that it do. That's a lot. You basically saying, can the mixture, can the amalgam of these pieces make up for this generational talent? I don't know, dog. I can't see it. I should have kept Soto.
Because you got to be honest with yourself. Rob. Whenever you give up a guy like Juan Soto, you have to replace it. This is a league where you play 162 games and every game can make or break you. Are you expecting these two to be able to replace what he did? Because if you do, I don't know. Am I saying that it's not? Am I saying that it's impossible? No. But am I saying that it's improbable? Probably so. Because he's going to, I think Soto is poised to have a monster year this year. He's leaving the Yankees. He got a new contract. He's going to be looking to show out. He's going to be looking to say, hey, Mets fans, I'm here. You gave me the money. He reminds me of that type of player. He's going to give you your money's worth, okay? You don't have that guy batting in that same area as Aaron Judge no more. Am I scared of Cody Bellinger behind an Aaron Judge?
No, not this Cody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like those two guys are former MVPs. But Cody Bellinger's MVP came a very long time ago, and Paul Goldschmidt came a few years ago. So
you look at Cody; he's 29. He still should have gas in the tank, but injuries. He hasn't been there. Yeah,
injuries have basically been hurting this nigga. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, can I rely on you to basically be that supplement to what offensively you had? But granted, Jazz is another dude. Jazz is also a guy that's injury prone. You know, like, is a high end. This team can be great, but it's a lot of ifs, and it's so many things I could be like, I don't know what y'all gonna really do. And I really hold on to Carlos Rendon and basically say the guy that they went and tried to do, pick up in free agency when he was hot. Can Luis Gil basically give you back what you had before? Can Marcus Stroman get outs? Can the Cardinals go get Marcus Stroman? All these things are questions. And it's just like, I don't know. I can't really be like in confidence that this team could come back up and do it. But they have talent.
Just to give you an idea, right? Ellen just played 144, 130, 130 past 3 seasons, okay? He's only hit for more than 20 home runs once in the past 3 seasons, okay? He's batted for 300 once in the past 3 seasons. His OPS's highest has been 356 once in the past 3 seasons. His slugging percentage has only been above 500 once in the past 3 seasons. This is a guy who came into the league and hit 37 home runs and 97 home runs, had a slugging above 500, was above a 300 OPS. Yeah, he only had a 267 batting average, but we never expect guys to come into the league and bat 300 right away. They may put up big home run numbers and stuff like that. That's what you usually see. His MVP seasons.
Did you mean 300 average or 300? You said 300 OPS. You meant 300 average?
No, his OPS, his on base percentage has only
Oh
been
no,
three.
that's on base. The OPS would be
No.
on base percentage. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah. He hasn't been there. His batting average hasn't been there. Are you going to get MVP 300 batting average, 400 OPS at 29 years old? It's possible. It should happen. He's 29. He's still in his prime. It could be possible. But are we going to get it though?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the only thing I can say, like, okay, can he take advantage of that short porch out there, Yankee Stadium? That's what's going to be the thing. Like that's what I was going to be. That's what I was saying with like Juan Soto.
OBP, my bad, people. OPS.
Yeah,
I'm thinking OPS.
No, you good. You good. No, you good. But no, like I don't know if can he take advantage of that short porch out of Yankee Stadium? That's gonna be my thing because that was my thing with Soto, and it's like I think he could with that swing if basically he can stay healthy and if that basically could be the thing that basically helps him, it can work out. It's just that it's gonna be hard to see or it's gonna be hard to fathom. Can he do it and do it consistently? I got one other thing with the Yankees too. Jonathan Loaisiga is the George Costanza of that team. That nigga, I keep looking at this team and I be thinking like they released him years ago, didn't that motherfucker's like y'all remember for my wrestling fans, y'all remember JTG. JTG was on WWE roster for years and there was a website that basically was like, did JTG get fired or something like that? But it's like every time I look at Jonathan Loaisiga, I be thinking like this nigga got off the Yankees for a while, but that nigga is still there. I'm looking at their roster and he is still there. That motherfucker is the George Costanza of that team, pun intended. Like it's so weird just being like it kind of boggles my mind. It distracted me. Like I'm like, man, he is still there. Nothing against him. It's just that I thought he got released a long time ago or traded or something. Like,
look. I just feel that the Yankees are rolling the dice. I'm not saying Belly isn't. Belly came in very young, 21. I feel like we should have been getting prime Belly 24 to now, 24, 25 up to now. Okay? But injuries, 56 games, 95 games. You had two big injuries. Then you go 144, you pass 3 seasons. 144, 130, 130, which ain't bad. That means you basically missed 32 the past 2 seasons, which that ain't too bad. You know, that's not too bad. But the numbers ain't been there. The batting average ain't been. The batting average been above 300 one of those last 3 seasons. Yeah, I don't know. It's rolling the dice, bro. Because you paid him, okay. So this is what I'm saying. This is my prediction on this one, and you guys can mark this at home. For this to be successful for the Yankees, Belly's gonna have to bat 300 or better. And he gonna have to hit about 35 home runs or better. He's gonna have 35 home runs or better, and I'm guessing he's gonna have to be somewhere around 100 RBIs or better. That's what I'm gonna say. He's gonna have to hit the ball. He's gonna have to be bottom tier, like 10th in MVP voting, somewhere around there for this to be a very good season and he has to stay healthy. He has to stay healthy. Not just him, but Jazz Chisholm gotta stay healthy. Yankees, y'all, what's up with the injury, guys? Are we betting on this? Like, this has to be some sort of gamble. That's the only thing I can think of, Rob. It has to be a gamble.
Yeah, as best as it could be. Yeah,
this has to be a gamble, and we hoping that this pays off. But I don't know, Yankees. Y'all are, like Rob said, we throw your hands up in the air. I don't know what y'all are thinking. Now, moving on from the Yankees, Orioles.
Or whatever.
So look, Orioles. You know what, Rob? I'm gonna let you start on this.
Baltimore Orioles. Prepare to learn boat race, buddy. Like the Adam Silver meme, dog. Like y'all got the talent on the offensive side, but that rotation and that bullpen, much to be desired. Now, granted, y'all getting Felix Bautista back, or sometime in the season, y'all should be getting Felix Bautista back. But still, y'all don't have Corbin Burns anymore. Y'all gonna basically rely on y'all former top prospect Grayson Rodriguez to be, I would think, the ace of your lineup. Y'all got Zach Eflin. Y'all got some dudes that basically I saw basically out here in Norfolk. You know, like, buddy, it's like, granted, y'all got Adley Rutschman. Y'all got Jackson Holiday. Y'all did lose Santander, but you got Jordan Restberg. Y'all got Colton Cowser. Y'all got some dudes that it's called Hairston Kerstad. Some dudes that y'all can basically rely on the offensive side to give y'all bats. But y'all motherfuckers better get 10 a game. Y'all better get 10 runs a game, because, like, buddy, y'all gonna need some insurance. Like, I feel like y'all gonna rely on Charlie Morton, old man Morton, who basically is playing the Jamie Moyer right now. Jamie Moyer role is that dude that is still effective, but is hanging on. Because Father Time is like, let's press the snooze button in your career. We gonna basically keep you going just a little bit longer. Just because I have zero faith in your pitching staff. I really do. Because the thing is, last year, what basically went blank for y'all was your bats in the playoffs against the Royals, where y'all basically disappointed me. But the thing is, when it comes to this rotation, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at your bullpen. Y'all did get Kitteridge from the Cardinals, who was effective for us last year. Y'all got Sir Anthony Dominguez, who I do like. Y'all got Gregory Soto, who I forgot. But everything else, I'm like, I didn't think Matt Bowman was still in the league. But y'all got him too. Y'all got some dudes where I'm like, okay, if this is what you got, sit there and pray. But
okay,
yeah, I y'all gotta learn boat race, dog.
Orioles. Rob is right. Rob is very right. Not only is Rob very right, I gotta say this. Whenever those bats blanked out against the Royals, it was a 1-0 and a 2-1. Okay? Now, to me, that looks bad. It looks very bad. It looks very, very bad.
Very bad.
You got Gunnar Henderson, you got Westberg, you had Santander, he's gone. Mountcastle, you got Rutschman, you got Colton Cowser, Urias was there, Cedric Mullins was there, Hester Person was there. That is a lot of guys who can put up runs.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody bad had holes in him. Everybody bad had baseball-sized holes in it. Nobody could get it done. It's not like this was a... So first of all, it's not like these were blowout wins, okay? It was literally a total of like 4 runs scored over 2 games.
Right.
Okay. Granted, you guys had some ass whoopings earlier leading up to that in the season where y'all had got, you got to put up a little bit. Giants had beat y'all 10-0 going down the stretch in September, stuff like that. But for the most part, you guys were consistently putting up runs. Even up to, like, I even pulled it up, even up to September 29th, you beat the Twins 6-2. Before that, you beat them 9-2. You beat them 7-2. And you did take an ass whooping from the Yankees 10-1. But then you had beat the Yankees the 2 games before that 5-3 and 9-7. So the ability to put up runs is there. But the ability to give up runs is also there, like Rob said. Your focus needs to be fixing the bullpen. If you guys can fix the bullpen, you guys can put up runs. Or at least be competitive in the playoffs and not give up so many runs and have a chance, which I felt like you guys had a chance last. We even said you guys had a chance last year because you were playing the Royals.
Picked you.
Yeah, Rob picked you.
Failed me. Go back into history. Go see my rant about them and how they basically hurt my heart.
You were right there. And we were like, if the Orioles bats get hot, they could be an issue in this playoff series.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of glared over your bullpen issues. And we said, okay, their bats might be able to carry them through this. They bats just got to be 2 games the first round. They got to be good. And then after that, they got a little bit more room for error. Because once you get to the 7-game series, you just got to be good 4 out of them 7 games. It can go 7. You just got to be good 4 of them games. And hope that your first 4 games hit before their first games. Cool. It befuddles me how you guys didn't say, hey, we have everything we need batting wise. Let's go work on this bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
It just poof. Poof.
But part of it is Felix Bautista going out and like really, and well, Felix Bautista was already out. Sorry, they were trying to rely on Craig Kimbrell for a lot of their season. They were trying to go get bodies, go get parts. It just never really panned. But really, it was just like you gotta basically hit, and you're gonna have to hit consistently. You're gonna have to basically do something. You know, y'all got some guys that's in the prospects or that's in the minors that are high prospects. Y'all might need to call upon them. It's just that, yeah, y'all don't have it like y'all did before, where it's like y'all were stacked up and down. Y'all can basically, you know, y'all got Samuel Basallo, Kobe Mayo, who are I've seen Mayo. I haven't seen Basallo, but yeah, like guys that basically can be up.
Either.
Yeah, like guys that could come up. Y'all gonna basically have to hit. Y'all gonna have to hit and really hit. And good thing is, when it comes to the AL East, y'all should be okay. When it comes to the rest of the AL, grab your rosary beads and you know, do your thing.
Pray for bad bats that night.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. But yeah.
All I'm saying is relying upon Craig Kimbrell last year was the worst thing ever. Craig Kimbrell had a 5 ERA. A 5 ERA. And he started 12 games. He was 7-5, okay? He had a 5 ERA. What would y'all think? Just
hoping and prayer.
Had to be. It had to be just a hope and a prayer. Now, going from a team that we know needs a pitching staff to, I'm going to be honest with you, though. Look, Rays, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this.
It's going to speak from your heart. Let the words ooze out of you. Let it all come out. And
It's one team worse than y'all in this conference. But y'all live in the slums.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Y'all live in the slums. Under 500.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's spring training, but already losing. Well, no, you did beat my Red Sox. Okay, you did beat my Red Sox, and you beat the Braves once. But that's about it. That's about it.
Go ahead.
Trying to be nice to y'all. Trying to be nice to you.
You just gotta tell the truth. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. You know. Like, just go ahead. Go ahead. Speak on it, dog.
Take this shit, burn it up, and start over. Okay, just take it, burn it up, and start over. I know. Some people may think, but the Rays, they have a little bit of potential. Where? Just where? So are you gonna say Yandy Diaz?
So you're right. The Rays are the slums inside and out. Okay, because if y'all were not aware, with the hurricane that hit down in Tampa, their stadium is gone right now. Like they are not going to be playing in Tampa. They're actually going to be playing in St. Petersburg. I believe in the Yankees minor league stadium.
Yeah.
And so like they're going to basically be playing there for, I think, foreseeable future, essentially, because they're supposed to be getting a new stadium. The city didn't want to pay for a new stadium. Long story, go ahead, look it up. But essentially, yeah, they're going to be playing in the slums right now, just like another team that we're going to badmouth later on in the coming weeks. But yeah, like this is not a great team. The problem that they had, this is not to basically say that it shouldn't have happened. One part of it shouldn't have happened, but what I'm going to say is, I ain't saying it shouldn't have happened. They're living in the the downfall of basically putting their money in Wander Franco. If you guys aren't aware who Wander Franco is, Wander Franco was a top prospect. Great dude, had a great rookie year. They paid him a load of money. When it comes to just to let you guys know, when it comes to MLB players, they can't hit free agency until I want to say 6 or 7 years of service time. And so they paid him after year one, which Padres did the same thing with Fernando Tatis Jr. Other players have basically gotten these sets of deals, but Ronald Acuna was a big one, basically paying their arbitration years out, blasey. But essentially, Wander Franco is in pedophile, and frankly, he's still down in his home country, basically awaiting trial, I believe. I haven't looked it up in a while, but essentially, he is not going to be playing Major League Baseball ever again. As proven pedophile, was basically caught with a underage girl. The mother basically had something to do with it as well. Look up Wander Franco. You will see all the details and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
But they gave him a lot of money. They're still going to be paying him. I think they haven't torn up their contract. I don't know if they'll be able to, recoup or anything like that. But essentially, they haven't basically put any money into this team in a team that is historically cheap. It is historically cheap because they've always been able to get away with bringing up guys like a Junior Camaro, like a Pete Fairbanks, and have them, Sean McClanahan, and basically have them exceed what they basically have. They've been able to pay cheap, be cheap, and just let guys go when they basically hit free agency and actually get paid. And so, yeah, this team is going to be the slums in this division, in this league, for the foreseeable future. But as far as people to believe in, Junior Caminero, guys like him, Yandy Diaz, I like Richie Palacios. I don't know how much he's going to play. He's a former Cardinal. But Christopher Morale, who's another guy that I like, is going to be out there. Josh Lowe, who usually is hurt. Pete Fairbanks, like I said, I think he's from St. Louis. I can't remember. I think he played at Mizzou. But they have some dudes. They have some like inside baseball names, Shane Baz. But it's like they don't have a team that can compete with really anybody. They're not gonna be a 90-win team. They're probably not gonna be an 80-win team. Maybe a 70-win team. Like, they're going to be basically bottom of the barrel within the American League, where you have a lot of teams that are pretty competitive. They're just not that.
And I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say this: you paid Wander Franco 11 years, $182 million. Now, he believes his career isn't over. Okay, I've saw his statements. I've seen him say it's all up to God's hands. Blah blah blah. I've seen witnesses not showing up, that they may not have a case against him or whatever. I don't think that you'd ever be, even if you were found not guilty, just the allegation, I don't think would ever allow you to come back and play baseball.
Now, you see how Trevor Bauer's basically been treated. Part of why Trevor Bauer's being treated that way is because he's an asshole. But because y'all team, y'all Red Sox, y'all the nigga that beat his wife, and everything like that. He still closed the games for y'all. I'm just saying that's another reason. I'm giving y'all ammunition to hate this team, the Red Sox, okay? Aroldis Chapman, look it up too. But I'm just saying, a guy like that who was basically a top talent, he's not gonna play in the major leagues ever again. Especially when it's seemingly he didn't really deny basically having a relationship with this underage woman. Girl, not underage woman. This underage girl.
Yeah. I was about to say, don't say woman.
Yeah. I fucked up. She's an underage. I want to say she's like 14, 15. It's
something like that.
Yeah.
So look. Do I think he'll ever have a career here? No. Was he a talent wasted? Yes. He tremendous talent because they put the money into him.
But he wasted it.
Yeah, he wasted it. And not to mention, he also has a firearms trial with a Glock with no registration to it and all of that. But I will say this, and shout out to my uncle on this one. My uncle said something that made perfect sense for why this happened to them, right? He said, you notice notoriously cheap teams like the Rays always have something happen whenever they finally give somebody money because they've been so cheap for so long that whenever they do decide to pull out money, the baseball gods forsaken them and make stuff like this happen. And I said, you know what? He might be on to something because all of these notoriously cheap teams, it's either injury or trial or something happens that says, you know what? I'm not going to allow you to do this because of how cheap you've been all of these other
Like
years.
the baseball guys forsake them or something like that.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. It's just like, look, it's just like this. I know that this is a random team, Colorado. You know why you can't get pitchers? Because you haven't built the goddamn dome yet.
The climate control will basically be your freedom. It'll set you free.
Me and Rob will die on that mountaintop of saying this is why y'all can't get pitchers.
Build the dome.
The air is so thin, the ball is gonna fly like nobody's business whenever they hit over there.
Yeah.
You know this. Build a goddamn dome.
Build the dome.
Just take it away from them. You want to be competitive? Take it away.
I know it's like
take away the app.
Because the thing of what is like Coors Field is so historic in a way because it's just been around. It's been there since our childhood. It's like I don't think they want to basically take that away. Build the dome, dog. Build a dome around Coors Field. Something like climate control that puppy.
Look, whenever it comes to being competitive, you need every advantage that you can get. And if spending $200 million will mean that I can get meaningful starting pitchers inside and I can take away the thin air from these goddamn piss missile hitting, weightlifting, juiced up guys, because that's what happens whenever you go. I don't know, and I know some of y'all may not be watching, but it is 8-0 right now, okay? They're playing, granted, it's on Rockies TV. It's Arizona and the Rockies. Now Colorado is playing away, but Arizona's another place. It's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockies don't have good pitchers, so whenever they travel, they still get lit up.
Mm-hmm. They
just get less lit up in lower elevations and more lit up whenever they're at their house. Build a goddamn dome.
Build a dome.
Build a goddamn dome. That is that simple. Now, moving on to the last team in the AL East, Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm. The sixth.
Y'all and your sixth god are both very lacking right now. Okay? Very lacking. Maybe it's the curse of Drake over y'all too. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. But I can tell you this much. Y'all ain't gonna do shit.
Mm.
Y'all ain't gonna do shit. You chased after Shohei.
Yeah. Chased after everybody.
Yeah, chased after everybody. But yet you didn't take care of nobody at the crib. You didn't take care of nobody at the crib, dog. That's what counts the most. We got to take care of home first before we go chasing everywhere.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I'm going to let my boy Rob speak on that a little bit. Rob, tell him about these Blue Jays.
Like, if y'all remember what I told y'all, like, I love what you're doing. I love that you're going out and getting Scherzer. You're basically being a team that is not going to be up there as far as, you know, one of the top teams in the AL or anything like that. But y'all getting dudes that y'all can either trade or just get something out of them. And I'm liking that, dog. I am liking that. Here's what I'm not liking. What Nate just said. Y'all not paying the folks that really matter. And there's one guy that really matters and has mattered to your team and kept your team being relevant. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You guys haven't paid him. That man has been wanting his money and y'all have not been paying him. And for what? Y'all basically went out, tried to get Shohei. Y'all tried to get Sasaki. Y'all tried to get all these guys. Y'all went and signed Scherzer. Y'all got players. But the thing about it is y'all not taking care of home. The dude that basically has done work for you since the time that he has come up to the majors. A legacy. A name that we know. A name that we've had. Canada, guys. Canada has known this kid since he was a kid. Think about it. That man basically has been in the people's eye since he was a child. They saw him grow up, and now it's his time where he is supposed to be getting his money. But y'all have not given him his money yet, and I, for the life of me, do not understand why, because y'all don't really have anybody that y'all really need to pay. What is going on with y'all, man? Y'all need to take care of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's been a perennial AL MVP candidate since he's been in the league. The boy can just hit everywhere. Got a great swing, great personality. He's a guy that you really need to pay. This feels like the same thing with Dallas and Luka, man. Like, it's a guy that basically is homegrown and somebody that everybody could get on board with, but you're choosing not to pay him. Yes, I did say basically that Dallas is justified because they said, hey, we don't want to pay him. But Toronto, no. Y'all need to pay him because y'all really don't have any other way to turn. Who else you gonna give this money to? Why y'all just gonna pocket it? Yes, y'all need to pay the man. Pay Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Give that man his money.
30 home runs, 323 batting average, 103 RBIs, 25 years old. Yes, it's not his year with the most home runs or RBIs. He's still batted above 300, okay, which he was down, in 2023, 2022. The guy played 159 games for you, okay? He's only had one season he hasn't played at least 123 games, and that's his second year. You guys have to play Vladdy. Son of a Hall of Famer. He probably might be a Hall of Famer. What's wrong? Why not pay him?
Like the sixth god, basically y'all have up there has a quote. Pay the guys. Pay Vlad, man. Like, what's going on? Like, why ain't y'all trying to pay this dude? Like, I don't understand it. I really don't get it. Y'all went and got Andres Jimenez. Y'all got all these other players that basically are not Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bo Bichette ain't Vlad Guerrero Jr. Y'all ain't gonna really pay him. Like, come on, man, pay Vlad.
Look, I can understand if you were saying we don't want to pay him because we might try to use him as trade bait or we might try to start over. Clearly, you can't be about to do that. I don't think it would even be feasible right now for you guys to do that. But what you need to do is pay him and then see what else we can get. Because right now, you got a 25-year-old guy who's very freaking good, who, like I said, Dad's a Hall of Famer, and you let them kind of wither away. You're wasting good time. He's in his prime now. We got to make moves. You got to make this happen right now. Because Absolutely. I promise you, if he gets away, he's on something that we're about to go into. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and hit the transition for it right now. This is our all contract year team right now. And you know what? Some of these teams that we talked about today have some of the people. And we're going to start at catcher with none other than the Orioles switch hitting catcher that they have, Adley Rutschman.
All-star catcher Adley Rutschman. He's that's another dude that y'all gonna have to basically pay. He's a cornerstone in y'all offense. He basically has all the talent, all the charisma that you want to basically pay. Y'all, and everybody said that like whenever they're gonna have to pay all these top prospects, like the Harrison Kerstads, like the Colton Cowsers, like all the Jackson Holidays, like what's gonna happen? This is that first domino because he was that first number 1 overall pick from, I can't remember what year, but essentially this is the first domino that's about to fall. Like are they going to try to keep him? Are the Orioles going to have actually pay to keep a guy? This is going to be the first one. Absolutely somebody. And before we really go into the list, I want to say this is why we basically have an all contract year team. Something that basically I saw like with fantasy baseball and other sports for really is when you got a dude that's basically there or a woman there for their contract year, they going all the fuck out. They trying to get stats. They trying to do everything that they can to get that money. So these are people that y'all need to look out for to get that money, get those fantasy guys. So Adley Rutschman, number one on my list.
Guess who's number 2, Rob?
Who did we just talk about?
Vladdy.
Big Bad Vladdy. Contract year. They need to pay the guy. He gonna show them why that man is about to go off. AWF off this year because he wants his money and he just does this like he might win the MVP this year because of how well he's gonna be.
You know what? Bold prediction, Rob. Bold prediction. Vladdy to hit 40 homers.
Ooh, you know what?
Vladdy to hit 40 homers, bro.
I go you even further. Vladdy to hit 50 because that man is trying to get every bit of everything, and he knows when it comes to basically this MVP race, when you got to basically outdo Aaron Judge, you're gonna have to basically hit for some. And so basically, yeah, I think Vladdy gonna go for 50 this year, 50 home runs.
Ooh, boy, that's a big one right there.
Put it on wax. But who's next up? Who do we got next up? Is in our second base?
Ariza.
Yes, absolutely, Luis Ariza. Like he for the San Diego Padres. I love him. I love basically how he hits. Absolutely hitting machine. Somebody that's gonna get paid by somebody. Whether it's the Padres, who now seemingly is starting to get back cheap again. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But he should make some money because he is absolutely a guy that gets on base, plays very well in the lineup. I'd pay him tomorrow.
I'm expecting him to try to hit like he's trying to win another batting title. I'm expecting him to also pull out another Silver Slugger this year. And I will say this, because it's contract year, don't be surprised if he's in the talk for MVP.
Absolutely.
Third base, we got Alec Boehm.
Yep. Alec Boehm from the Phillies, dog. So I think he's going to basically be out there. Phillies have basically been willing to pay players. Like they have a very aggressive way about them when it comes to attracting and keeping talent, and especially with the cohesion with that team. Alec Boehm, I think he made his first All-Star game last year. I think they're going to try to keep him. They're going to try to basically pay him. I can see him getting, to be honest, like, I'm not reporting. This is a complete guess, but I think before the season starts, he's going to get his money. But he's going on our all-contract year team. I think they're going to try to get something done quick, just to not have it go into the season. And I think they want to keep him, especially because unless they are really going to try and go out and get Nolan Arenado, who they were rumored to go out and try to get early on, I think they're going to try and keep it. They might think cheaper to keep him. He's younger. He's been playing with this team. He's come up through their system. I think they're going to try to basically sign him to something, especially if they're not going to try to trade for Arenado.
I think keep him. Sign him, keep him. He's young. He's talented. Let him stay in there. Now, shortstop.
My dude.
Jazz Chisholm. Okay. I'm going to say something about this. I think Jazz Chisholm's contract is going to hinge upon him being healthy.
Yes.
He has to be healthy. We know that he's talented. We know he can play damn near any position on the baseball field. But can he stay healthy is going to be the question.
And that's really my thing. I think this is probably his biggest motivation here. Like that motherfucker might play 162 games, just be like what was it? D.L. Hughley has like, I still got some wolf in me. Like that motherfucker is gonna be like, whatever I could do to stay on this field, by hook or crook, that man gonna play. Just gonna be like, cause exactly what you said. I need to be healthy so I can get this money because I have the talent, have the hitting talent, have the fielding talent. Can I get the ability that has been eluding me, which is the durability? Like, will that be my thing?
I think Jazz has to play at least 130 games this year.
At least.
At least 130. He plays 130. I think he's going to get signed up. I don't know if the Yankees going to do it, but I think somebody will get it.
I feel like they should.
Left field. Yeah, they should. They should. Keyword, they should.
They should.
Left field, Randy Rosarino.
Former Cardinal, and motherfuckers can't wait to say he's former Cardinal anytime they get a chance with Randy Rosarino, even though it doesn't leave any context of how he left the team. But be that as it may, all I will say is I do love Randy Rosarino. He is a guy that I think will get paid some. I think that people are kind of lowered their tempers on how he is. I think he's not the guy that blew everybody by storm in that playoffs early on, like when he came up with the Rays and was doing like hella well with him. I think they kind of tempered him, especially when he's going to be out with the Mariners hitting that pitcher friendly park. Like, I think that things are kind of going to he's going to get some money. I don't think it's going to be the absorbent cost that basically people thought at first, which was partially why I think the Rays traded him. But yeah, like, I think he's going to get paid, but I think he's going to go show out as much as possible why he should be paid as one of the best left fielders in all of baseball.
So I'll say this. If he performs at home in that park, I think he might get more money than what we think, Rob. I think he might get more money than what we think if he plays really good at home. I think that's going to be the key to him getting paid by the Mariners. Now, as we move on, now this one, right field, Kyle Tucker. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I feel. We all know Kyle Tucker was an Astro Cub right now, I want to say.
Yes.
Yeah, Cub right now. But we know Kyle Tucker wasn't healthy last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We know healthy Kyle Tucker is about 30 home runs. Yeah, he's 30 home runs. He's very good with his bat. Question is going to be, do you think that we'll see a fully healthy Kyle Tucker coming in, ready to do his thing in Chicago? Is he going to show out in Wrigley? How is this going to work for him?
It's a deeper right field out there in Wrigley. I think that basically his power numbers might go down. Maybe we'll see. But I think he's going to show out. I think he's going to be great with the Cubs. And that's hard for me to say as a Cardinals fan. I think he's going to be, it is. I've grown a healthy hate for the Cubs. It used to be very down bad, but I can basically I got guys that I like. And so Shota Imanaga, Kyle Tucker, I'll see what Matt Shaw going to do. We'll get to the NL Central preview later. But as far as Kyle Tucker, I do really like him. I think he's going to do well there. But yeah, that durability, that's going to be the same thing with him. Just like a lot of guys. It's just that will this work out for him?
Yeah. Now, you speak on durability. This is definitely a guy coming up. Center field, Lane Thomas. Lane Thomas has been hurt a lot during his career. He had a 3-year stretch where he was 146, 152, 130 in games. He played 130 total last year. He's just split between Washington and Cleveland. But he was hurt a lot more before that. So his past 3 years have been good. First years weren't as good. I feel like if Lane Thomas can be healthy, I think, and I'm bold prediction. He's going to be in the running as a top 10 center fielder this year. If he can be healthy and perform, he'll be noted as a top 10 center fielder this year.
American League or National League or baseball?
I'm going to say all of baseball.
Oof, that is a bold prediction.
And I'm going to say why. So, you playing for Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
All eyes on you. Cleveland just made a run last year.
That's true.
Okay? You finally had a run of healthy seasons. If you can continue to be healthy, you can work on your numbers, you'll be looking good.
That's true.
He can only go up from here. I feel like he's one of those guys, he can only go up. He showed progress of staying healthy. He can only go up from here.
That's true.
And I feel like if he puts up good numbers, we'll be talking about Lane Thomas being somebody that you want to put in your center field. And if that's the case, I think he'll show out. He'll have a good year this year. He'll have a really good year this year. We'll be talking about how much is he going to get paid. I think Cleveland will try to pay him. They'll try to pay him to keep him there. Because clearly, Washington was like, hey, before he can, he can make this happen, let's shoot him somewhere else. And I think that's what's going to happen this year. I think he's going to have a career year, very good numbers. And we'll be saying, hey, Cleveland, are you going to pay him? Or are you going to let him walk? If he walks, where does he land? Because, career numbers do a lot of things for front offices. They put their eyes on you and they say, okay, look what he can do. Let me see if I can get him over here. And I think that this is one of those years for Lane Thomas, bro.
Yeah, that's fair. And I don't know if y'all heard this before, but former Cardinal as well.
Yes.
But yeah, I 100% agree with Nate. What happens to him after this is going to be what we see. I think he has the talent. He has the all-around talent that basically can get him paid. I don't know about top 10 center fielder, but he has a lot of potential. He has a ton of potential where he can basically be up there, and people will know his name, especially when it comes to with the Guardians and that team being as good as it's going to be. And we'll talk about them when we get to them in the preview. But I want to talk about this another former Cardinal that we got coming up next. We just talked about for your New York Yankees. We got him. I got him as DH, but he's going to be playing probably first base for them. Paul Goldschmidt, Gold member. That man, I think he only signed a 1-year deal out with the Yankees. He's 37. He still has a lot of talent with him. The only reason the Cardinals gave up on him because they're trying to go for more of a youth movement with that team. If they weren't, he'd still be a Cardinal. He still has the talent. I don't know why there wasn't a bidding war for him. I think he will be a good first baseman for any major league team outside of it's a handful of teams that I could basically say that he probably wouldn't have been or they probably wouldn't have, chose somebody over him. But nah, Goldsmith still got it. I think he's going to do very well in that Yankees lineup, even though we don't know what the Yankees are going to do. But I still believe in him and believe in this contract here.
Okay, he did win MVP a few years ago, but Rob, we know why there wasn't a bidding war. How long can he dodge Father Time? Dodging Father Time is always the key to this. Not granted, very healthy past 4 seasons, 154, 154, 151,
right.
158.
And that's what I'm thinking. He has he's been out there, but I get it. He has the age, and that's a big deterrent. It's a big deterrent for a lot of people.
He may be in his old man strength years, bro. He may be in his old man strength. Yeah, look, I'm gonna say this. I play baseball. It's a few things that I'll say about this. Whenever you playing positions like first, third, you're on the infield, you're active, but as a first baseman, you're not as active as a second baseman, shortstop, those positions, okay? Could he play first and be there? Yeah, first DH, pretty easy, bro. He can do that. The question is, are you gonna get 20, 30 home runs out of him? Are you gonna get solid at bats? Is he gonna be 260, close to 300? If he gives you that, he's well enough serviceable to go anywhere. But then the question still remains: how long? That's always going to be the question. How long can this guy be here? How long can he do this? Now, going from the guys who do a lot of hitting to the guys that do a lot of Tarik Skubal, Rob.
Yeah, your reigning, defending, undisputed Cy Young champion as of right now in American League. I mean, Tiger's going to have to pay him. They need that ace at the top of their rotation. I don't think they have a choice, especially with the talent that they got in there, with the run that they've made. You got to basically pay this dude. But until then, this dude will probably be one of the top pitchers again this year, to keep his name in people's mouths, to basically have his names in people's pocketbooks so that he can get 200, 300, whatever it is, millions of dollars. Yeah, Tarik Skubal is going to be basically one of the guys, is this SP1 on this contract year team.
So, 228 strikeouts last year. Cy Young winner. Okay. Yes, Detroit made a run. But I'm going to say this. Does Detroit make reasonable signings and does Detroit make reasonable moves?
I mean, Javier Baez could tell you no.
Okay. So, with that being said, they should sign Tarik. But could they maybe go against the grain and mess this up? Yes, it's all possible. Detroit, it's the Tigers.
Yep, that's true.
What do you expect? Yeah. But it's only 5 years in the game. I feel like he's got a great time at being, I feel like this is going to be him hitting his groove. He's going to be one of those names that we're going to talk about at least for the next few years, as long as he's healthy and he's pushing 200 plus strikeouts a season. So, hey, this is the guy. Detroit, go ahead and pay that man. To be honest, this is a person who should have his money before regular season starts.
Done deal.
Yeah. You shouldn't have a problem saying, okay, I'm going to go out here. Look, you're right. Matter of fact, right now as we speak, you should have his contract being typed up. You should be, hey, get that together so he can go sign this and be ready. That should be how this goes right now. So, for ISP2, Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease, currently with the San Diego Padres. Great pitcher. Will he get his money? I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know who. But I think that he is somebody that can be in somebody's rotation and get paid. It just depends on who and when and where and why.
So, this is my opinion. 29 years old. I don't think that we've seen him hit his peak just yet. Granted, a couple years ago, he finished second Cy Young. Last year was fourth. I don't know if we've seen him hit his peak just yet, Rob. I think this is going to be his year with San Diego. We know San Diego has one of those lineups where it's not a bunch of greatness, but there's not mediocrity there.
No. I mean, they have some. Yeah, they have some talent.
Yeah, they have some talent. So I think part of their talent being very good is going to be their pitching staff being good.
Mm-hmm.
He's a part of that. I feel like maybe this is his year to try to peak out. If he can show you what you can get at peak Dylan Cease, I think then we'll have an idea of saying, okay, this is him at his peak. If he's in the starting rotation, we can see where our lineup is going to be, and then we'll be able to judge even better. Do I think he's going to get paid? Yeah, I think San Diego is going to pay him. I don't think San Diego is going to be stupid enough to let him walk somewhere else, unless you know you want to become a Red Sox next year. Just throw it out with other.
You don't have to. I'll hit that motherfucker out of the park. Do not. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
But I do think that he's a very good pitcher. I do think that he's going to get paid, unless, like I said, they're going to pay him, which would be a stupid move. I feel like a stupid move. Now, were you going to campaign for him to become a St. Louis Cardinal?
I would if I could. I mean, we ain't really... Look, we going to get to the Cardinals and how I feel about everything that they're doing. Like, y'all just wait. I'll just wait on that. But what I would say as of right now, we haven't developed pitching very well. He'd be a guy that could be at the top of our lineup along with Sonny Gray, because we ain't going to be paying anybody anything else anyway. But yeah, that could work.
And from, talking about guys who you guys drafted at one point, the next guy on this list, Zach Gallen, y'all drafted back in the third round of 2016.
This is person 4 in this list. I am not biased. I am trying to be as objective as a person that can be. I'm not telling y'all that I picked a bunch of former Cardinals. It just I'm like fucking Will Smith's dad in Fresh Prince. Y'all think I wanted this? It just happened. Like, I just basically put these guys on the list. So what is 4 former Cardinals? It just happened.
But do you know what it also tells me? That y'all don't do well at holding on to talent. I'll say outside of gold.
No. Let me get to Zach Gallen, and I'll get to that another time. Because that's a misconception with a lot of this shit.
Gotta shoot shots at him. Shots at him.
Because I'll basically make this fucking podcast 3 hours with the amount of misconceptions that basically y'all motherfuckers want to come up with this. Oh, y'all don't want to keep... Zach Gallen, very well, Cy Young candidate with the Diamondbacks, should be getting paid by the Diamondbacks, especially to go along to compliment Corbin Burns, who they just signed. Like, that's the guy that basically is on this contract team. Y'all need to go look out for him. I'm going to shut up before I go off. All right.
Michael Kopech.
Another guy that basically just got a ring with the Dodgers, got out the hellhole of the White Sox. Like, he's going to get paid by somebody as a reliever. I don't think they're going to do the Clay Holmes thing and bring him back as a starter. But a guy that, I think he's going to get paid sooner or later from somewhere. Maybe even the Dodgers, because they got all the fucking money anyway.
Yeah, he might get paid by the Dodgers. I'm not going to lie to you. Devin Williams.
My dude from the Lou, even though he's from Florissant. But Devin Williams, he's gonna get paid by somebody too. Hopefully he do. Like I want to see everybody from the 3-1-4 succeed. So I want Devin Williams to get paid. But yeah, he's the RP2. But who do we have as the closing pitcher on this great all contract year team?
Ryan Helsley.
The Hells Bells Cardinal. I don't know if he's gonna get paid by the Cardinals. I'll be completely honest with you. I can see them basically letting his ass walk. Do we have anybody that basically can supplant him? Mind your business, lady. Like, we don't have anything that can basically replace Ryan Helsley. But I also don't think that they're going to basically open up their pocketbooks to keep him. I feel like we should, or he's going to be traded by mid-season, get some prospects back for him, something. But the thing about it is, I don't see him being a Cardinal after this year. I think he's about gone. And it's going to be unfortunate because we really don't have anybody to close. Or no real talent that could close right now.
So, with that being said, I'll also say this. Looking at this list, we have a pattern of the Cardinals not paying people and people going somewhere else. So,
yeah, like I said,
they're going to end up somewhere else.
I will flip this fucking car over. All right. Here's the thing, okay? Because here's the thing. Zach Gallen, what was he a part of? The Marcell Ozuna trade. Why? Because we didn't have any batting. We didn't have any bats. We needed a bat. Marcell Ozuna worked out for us. You know what happened to Zach Gallen when he got to the Marlins? He got further traded. By who? For who? Who, you ask? Jazz Chisholm. Funny how that works, huh? Jazz Chisholm was a Diamondback, became a Marlin because he was in the Zach Gallen trade, because they didn't do anything with Zach Gallen either. And then what did Zach Gallen do? Go the fuck off with the Diamondbacks. But that's two teams that there's two teams that traded him before he got success. And that's the misconception when it comes to all this shit. Randy Rosarania got fucking released by the fucking, oh no, that was Adolis Garcia. No, Randy Rosarania was damn near a non-factor until he was a factor for the Rays. All right? That's how that happened. See, y'all keep going off on this shit. And you know what? I don't like it. I don't like the fucking, the shit. Lane Thomas was a part of a crowded outfield because they were trying to go big on Dylan Carlson. Should they have gone big on Dylan Carlson? Mind your business, lady. But they had so much outfield talent that just did not pan out for real. And then the talent that they did have that they weren't looking at, like a Lars Nootbaar, who basically was a guy that basically brought Shohei Ohtani to us. I don't care. I will believe. But the thing about it is, there's misconceptions that I need to basically go at and tell y'all that y'all wrong. Every one of you, all you people that want to talk about the Cardinals can't keep a man. No, we can keep men. It's just that basically these men go off, get to better situations. It wasn't with us, and we wish them the best, but don't say that we can't keep a man. Y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all don't understand finances and perspective, and that's why this shit kind of happens. But you know what? Because we only got one topic, he didn't work out. He after a while, he basically did not work out with
MVP candidate last year.
But how many years since he been on the Cardinals and that happened? All right.
He was 2 years on the Cardinals. 2 years on the Cardinals.
2 years on the Cardinals, and he played well. He played well 1 year, didn't play well the next. Look, all I'm saying is, it's not as if we can basically say that in the future, way down the line, that these things gonna pan out. Sometimes these things don't pan out. Sometimes they do. We basically make suggestions. We make moves to basically make best for our team, and sometimes shit don't crack. But Marcell Ozuna, that was a free agency thing. He basically left because of free agency. So it wasn't. All I'm saying is, we cannot be judged by motherfuckers going to better situations and basically making it work out. Adolis Garcia, same thing. Got cut by the Rangers basically damn near twice, and then basically made it work out. It's not a whole thing of, oh man, Cardinals will be better with him, because we don't know what he would have been with the Cardinals. Y'all need to stop it. Seek help.
So advice to all MLB GMs, if he passes through the Cardinal system for a year or two and then is either on free agency, or you can trade and make a move, and then he'll probably pan out for you better than what he panned out.
Or dap us for our taste in men. That's all you could, and talent, and all this kind of shit. You can basically say, you know what? These guys got an eye for talent. Maybe we should get like them. Maybe we should stop being haters, and our fans should stop being haters too, and basically, get something well with their life, and maybe they'll be somebody that could be like a Cardinal. You can be the Cardinal way if you want to. If you bow down to a motherfucker that's greater than you, and then you basically change up yourself. Know what needs to be done. Do you listener, you that I'm pointing at, whether I'm pointing in your ear hole or your eye hole, I'm saying, do you know what needs to be done? Can you do this? All right? Can you make the right decisions when it comes to down to this? Because we make the right decisions. It's sometimes those decisions be on tape delay, and basically somebody goes well and does well somewhere else. You know what? That's what you need to recognize. That's what you need to know, is that sometimes things work out elsewhere, but it ain't with you, all right? Sometimes things just go, okay? They just go.
And from Rob being a very Cardinals fan, that shit didn't work out for him everywhere.
Oh, that's that
we have one last thing. Yeah, we have one last thing that we have to talk about. So the other day, Travis Hunter made mention of it's harder to be him than it is to be Shohei Ohtani. And I'm gonna let Rob take the floor first on this one, because I know what he wants to say, and I'm gonna kind of argue against it a little bit. But go ahead and take the floor on this one.
So he's a youngin, and he has his podcast, and he's at the combine right now. Travis Hunter is, and he made these comments, and it's like I can't 100% disagree with him. And here's why. One, we talk about the hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball. Right up there is 1A is probably play cornerback, because cornerback is such a hard position to master. And with him being such an elite cornerback or exceptional cornerback in the college realm, we'll see what happens if it translates to the NFL. It's very hard to do, because you have to basically have such physical skill, be able to process so much pieces of so many pieces of information, and also be able to not commit pass interference on every single time, because every single thing can be pass interference. Do stop, do go, everything could be pass interference. So it's like being able to do that at such a high level, while also basically going out there and play wide receiver and do a lot of skillful things. Like it's a lot of shit to keep up with. Granted, now people basically making the comment that Shohei Ohtani plays both sides of the balls, which mostly everybody that does a DH play both sides of the ball in Major League Baseball. But the way that Shohei Ohtani does it, it hasn't been done ever. I know y'all say Babe Ruth. He didn't really do it like this. When he was a full-time pitcher, that's when he was a pitcher. When he was a full-time hitter, that's when he was hitting like 70 home run or 700 home runs or whatever it was. But that's the thing when it comes to that. Shohei Ohtani, the level that he does it is absolutely elite. He's an elite hitter. He's a great pitcher. Yeah, it's hard. It's very hard to do that. But I don't think Travis Hunter was really wrong in saying that, hey, it's hardest to do, especially when how grueling NFL is and how grueling football is on the human body. It's a lot. So I can't really say that he was wrong completely. I just see he's kind of right.
Oh, I can understand you saying that he's kind of right. We don't take into account how long the MLB season is.
That's true.
We don't take into account that Shohei is going to pitch every 5 games.
That's true. That's fair.
We don't take into account that, yes, Travis is playing both sides of the ball, but at no point is he asked to deliver the ball past somebody to the catcher. His aspects of the game are, yes, football is physical, but he's got to be physical with a maximum of 22, 23 games.
Yeah, at most.
Okay, versus a guy who's probably this year, I'm going to say, going to play at least 150 games.
Probably.
And he's probably at least going to pitch 20 to 25 of those games.
Yeah. Yeah.
He probably has some of the nastiest breaking stuff that you've ever seen.
He's so good. He learned a sinker like mid-season.
Now, I'm going to just throw that one out there. Now, I'm not saying Travis Hunter is wrong for saying that he's that is hard being him. But the one thing Travis Hunter does is this. If he runs and the ball doesn't get thrown to his side of the field, receiving or on defense, he basically just ran for that play. Okay? Shohei is going to have to stand on the mound if he's pitching, and he's probably going to pitch at least 7 innings. We're going to say he's going to use his arm maybe to throw at least 100 times whenever he does pitch, at least 100 pitches. Let's say at least 100 pitches. And if he's really dealing, he's going to be looking at very good placement, and he's going to be striking people out on a good one. Then if he has to hit, very great bat, sees a lot of pitches very well, crushes a lot of crap.
Yes.
He probably is going to hit at least, I'm going to say he's going to hit between 35 and 40 home runs this year.
Which is a down year because the nigga went 50-50 last year.
Yeah. Which would be a down year, but I'm putting that in there because I'm expecting him to pitch. It'll be some crap if he wins 20 games and hits 50 home runs. That'll be...
It's like nothing's impossible for this nigga, though. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah, nothing's impossible, but damn it, if he was to win 20 games and hit 40 or 50 home runs, I'd be like, come on, bro. You cheat coding it now. Especially if he strikes out close to 200 people, I'd be like, come on now, bro. Come on. Because if he does that type of numbers in the season, it'll be legendary. And then here's the other thing. I don't think that they're going to allow Travis to play both sides of the ball like that in the NFL. I think that he may have some plays on offense where they may stick him out there because I'm expecting him to be a full-time cornerback. I'm not expecting him to be a full-time wide receiver. I would question it if they said he's going to be a full-time wide receiver and part-time cornerback. That would be something that I'd question, but I'm expecting him to be a full-time cornerback. And with that being said, Travis, if you're talking you in college compared to him in the major league, it's somewhat harder physically because of maybe taking hits as a wide receiver. Because usually if you dole out the hits, you don't have that much effect. It's usually dealing out the hits is less on the body than taking the hit. Travis, with all due respect, I'm going to say it's harder to be that guy over there in La La Land because he is
exceptional.
Above exceptional.
Yeah.
He's that Haley Comet. He's that Haley's Comet that we talk about. And if you're not watching baseball, we've said this on many a podcast. If you're not watching baseball, especially whenever he's on the TV, you don't know what you're missing out on.
Can't even
last year,
comprehend
50 and 50. Like 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases.
He got to 40-40 on a game-winning grand slam.
I'm just saying. And I want to say he's already homered in spring training this year.
First at bat.
Yeah, first at bat. So he's tuning up the bat already. He's trying to show you he might go out here and hit another at least 40 homers. And look, if we see an amazing year from him, I'm thinking it would be incredible if I'm thinking he might start 25 games. If he went out there and won 18-20 and hit 40 or 45 home runs, though, it'd be like the legend of Shohei Ohtani just grows more.
So
we'd have no choice but to say, hey, man, he's going to sign. If he continues to do some of the things that he's done, he's going to be like folklore.
Yeah.
He's going to be like folklore. He's going to be like folklore. I don't think that we ever thought that we'd see people hit multiple 700 home runs, but we have. And I don't think that we ever thought that we'd see like some of the stuff that he's done, but we're seeing it right now. And it's happening. And it's all happening right in front of us. Goddamn it, go watch some baseball, damn it. Go watch some baseball.
Go watch some baseball.
Go watch some baseball. That's the best way to put it to you guys. Go watch some baseball right now. It's incredible. It's freaking incredible right now. With that being said, we got to go ahead and get up out of here. We've held y'all about an hour and a half today, which is a good time. A lot of good stuff.
A lot of yelling.
Yeah, a lot of yelling, a lot of good stuff. A lot of, Rob's Cardinals showing you that, shit don't pan out for them at the right time. But With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, tell your people about us, hit the share button, do what you gotta do. Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Good night, Canada. Good night, Taylor Swift. Good night, everybody. Go to hell, Red Sox.
That's such abuse right there. That's such abuse right there. Red Sox,
Warranted.
we gonna show them. We gonna show them. No, we gonna show them.
Prove me wrong, motherfucker.
Said it's warranted by us. But with that being said, we're out of here. Deuces.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Bruh Migos podcast. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode.